And I'd like to welcome to our broadcast a very special partner of Hawkesbury Radio, Kate Fitsimons. Kate, you're the director of the Nicole Fitzsimons Foundation, and Nicole, of course, was one of our volunteers who came to our grounds a fair few years ago, or not a fair few years ago, sorry, but a few years ago, and unfortunately her life tragically cut short in an accident in Thailand.
Yeah, whenever I think of Nicole and Hawkesbury Radio, I always think of that photo we have of her and that glowing smile out on the field, and she loved working with you boys and being involved in community rugby league, and that was a big part of her life before she did take off to Thailand and did have that tragic accident, turning into the driveway of their hotel, was hit by a local rider, and just like that our family life was turned upside down. But my goodness, she left such an incredible legacy, and what my family have been able to do with that over the past few years has been really the most incredible journey, and it continues today. I keep getting momentum and taking it places I never dreamed I'd be able to take. I even got invited to my first school in New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was exciting.
And she studied dancing over there?
Yes, she did,
a stage of her life, yep.
Yeah. So she was a dancer, as well as being really involved in journalism. That was her first dream, the dancing. So she danced with the New Zealand School of Ballet for about 6 months or so, which she loved. And that's where the legacy and that part of the foundation comes through, of assisting, passionate and gifted performing artists and sports people that just need that extra financial assistance to get opportunities like that, to go and dance. There's a lot of cost involved in pursuing those kinds of dreams, and Nicole was that one person you turn to and she'd just say, go for it, make it happen. And we want to help people like that who do have the gift but just need that support to make it happen.
And you also travel to schools giving sort of a safe travel message, and I do a bit of travelling myself, and through knowing Nicole's story, I just feel sick whenever I see someone on a scooter and no helmet. It just makes my stomach churn. And you go to school, sort of, do you see any particular years, or do you see the older students when you go to schools?
Yeah, so it is year 11 and 12 students that I tailor my talk to. The schoolies is a big one.
Yep.
I kind of tailor it around schoolies. And not only that, if we're not travelling for schoolies as young kids, we're going on our Kentucky tours and getting our friends together and just want to go party. And I can completely relate. I can completely relate to that because I'm not much older than them myself, and that's where I'm good at breaking down that barrier. I'm speaking peer-to-peer level. I'm sharing Nicole's story. I'm making them, you instantly fall in love with her as soon as you see a photo of her. So I share our family journey. And then just that accident footage, seeing how suddenly the unthinkable happens and just how unpredictable those roads are overseas. The kids' faces says it all. And that's what keeps me going, though, is their feedback. They are just like, wow, that is the wake-up call that we needed. And I just know that They do go over there, and I've got feedback from them after they've been back from their holidays saying, we were thinking of your sister, thank you, and that makes it all worth it. And
you have you have the colourful ball to raise some money, and I've seen you've had golf days, and I think there's was it Bogan? I've forgotten. Bogan
Bingo.
Ah, lovely.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that and how people listening in can get involved.
Yeah, so that's down at West Illawarra Leagues. So that's on the 25th of July on a Saturday night. Basically, get your finest flannel out for us and some Uggies. Come on down and enjoy some Bogan Bingo. I'm yet to really find out what that involves, but apparently it's rocking out to some of the 80s and 90s music whilst playing bingo, and also having, fun things like air guitar competitions, and just having a really, really fun night that I know Nicole would have loved because she did have a bit of inner bogan to her, which we all loved about her dearly. But yeah, and just raising some funds to help, continue to do the work that we do. Particularly as I take off, to more and more schools, the costs keep growing, and also to make sure that we can keep, other young Aussie sports people and that fulfilling their potential. So,
yeah, excellent.
Okay, we know Nicole and indeed the Fitsimons family are massive Dragons fans, so it's good to be able to speak to you here at Cogra today before we call our Massey Cup game involving the Windsor Wolves and Kingsgrove. But with Nicole's involvement with Hawkesbury Radio, and of course she was here as part of our broadcast team for the Windsor Wolves matches, and we want to, promote part of the Fitsimons Foundation work that you do is the scholarship program, isn't it? So tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, so as I said, this is a continuation of her legacy and love of sport. So we are looking for applicants that we can help assist, with if it's competition costs or equipment costs or things like that. Like we've helped, one Down syndrome boy get to Special Olympics with his dad. He's a single father and couldn't afford to get down to Melbourne. We've helped raise funds for a Paralympic legally blind athlete to get a new bike, to hope that to get to the Rio Olympics, and, assisting a young girl whose mother had cancer to continue dancing. So just those kind of things where they're battling their own hardships and they're trying so hard themselves and they just need that extra assistance. So, and we'd love to be able to help someone within the rugby league community, because that's where Nicole's passion really lied. So yeah, if there's any listeners out there that do have, someone in mind, or even if it's themselves, please jump on our website. We've just had that revamped, which is very exciting. So there's more information on there where they can find out, and just send along a grant, and we'll be able to be in touch then if we need any more information about how we can help them out. So.
All right, well, we'll be promoting the grants program as well as the Fitsimons Foundation for the rest of the year on Hawkesbury Radio, in particular connection with our sports commentary team, which Nicole was a part of, and of course we wish she could still be a part of our team just as much as you wish she was here as well. But in sadness, we have to find a way forward. I know that's something that your family's been very, powerful and able to turn around that situation as best as you possibly can.
Yeah, ever since the beginning, when I left my corporate job to pursue the foundation full time, I just told myself, little by little, one travels far, and I think my family's journey is testament to that, just day by day, one foot in front of the other. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and this is a journey that will never be over for our family, because we will never stop, grieving for our beautiful girl, but this is a way that we can move forward. I know that she'd be proud of us, with what we're doing, and that helps our hearts to heal. And we feel like she's with us because, we're still talking about her and carrying her spirit forward with us. So it's really, I guess the most positive way that we could take from what we've been through. So.
And just give us the website address once again.
So that's www.NicoleFitzsimons.com, 1M in Fitsimons.
Oh, lovely. Well, it's fantastic to have you aboard, and as Michael said, we'll definitely be plugging the grants and the website as much as we can through the rest of the footy season. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon.
So much,
Enjoy
guys.
the Dragons game tonight.
Well, I know, fingers crossed.